My whole life has been based around racing, and if you're going to be a race promoter, you got to give 100% each and every week. Ultimately, the goal is to be Promoter of the Year. That award's been eluding me for year after year. If I can win that award, that's the final check on my bucket list.
Pride is a very high word in the vocabulary of Lyle Devore. He takes pride in his product. A major part of that product is the track surface.
We got 172 cars. See, rather than drenching the whole corner, I look to see where it looks like it's a little bit drier than the other spots. That's what I aim for. I grew up 5 miles from here, down off of Rowley Road in Malta. I started picking up garbage here when I was a kid. That was my first start in racing for a general admission ticket. We rode bikes with cards on the spokes, and we did jumps, and everybody was Evel Knievel. And I think it was right around 7th or 8th grade that I decided that, you know what, I want to run a racetrack for a living and be a promoter. So the guidance counselor didn't know what I was talking about. The neat part is my parents were always behind whatever I wanted to do, and it didn't matter what it was, they were behind me 100%. My father, who got into racing through his father, and we would go here, we would go to Fonda, we would go to Lebanon Valley, and he taught me hard work is what you need to do to prevail, and you know, don't be afraid to face the challenges that you got to face in life.
Are you going to run a consi?
No.
No consi.
Heats, and there'll be 2 features, and the features are going to be back to back. So that'll be gone.
Lyle and I have got a multifaceted relationship. We're good friends. I am an employee of his. I look up to him as my boss. We have both seen a lot of things in racing. He's seen things way beyond his years. The guy eats, breathes, talks, works racing. Sun up to sundown. What he does here on a daily basis is, his work ethic is second to none.
I'm going down, make sure at 7 o'clock you're on it. The biggest key, especially with these cars nowadays, these coil cars, is the entrances of the corners got to be pretty smooth, because otherwise they could start hopping, and actually you don't want to see cars doing that. That was the goal for tonight. That's awesome.
I grew up in Saratoga. Lyle and I graduated together. He was cute, he played soccer. Reconnecting was our 10-year reunion for high school. I think he's very old school in his work ethic. My dad was a worker, his dad was a worker. You would work till you're not here, because they're just not the type to stop. It was 24/7, 7 days a week.
We're gonna be going 20 laps. Please, let's have a good, clean, safe race. We're gonna go white this time, and we'll go green next time out of 4. Good luck, everybody.
He came into my life when I was 9, so we started the Speedway when I was 12. And he would bring me up in the town and be like, pick your favorite, you gotta pick your favorite. And from then, it's just kind of, my position here is rolled. I'm fortunate that I was able to grow up here, which has been a lot of fun. When we think about the Speedway, we think about the 3 of us. As a family, we've grown it to what it is, and it's very much so his dream, but he's had us be a part of that since the beginning.
Life throws curveballs at you, and everything's not straight down the middle. You know, when my dad passed, that was a major setback for me, but I realized, you know what, I still got to go on and I still got to do what I can do. And unfortunately, I didn't have, him to give me, some guidance and suggestions and stuff, but you're also a man and you got to be a man. There's a seat up in the grandstands. That's his seat. One night we had, I think it was one of Brett Hearn's big shows, and somebody sat in a seat. Security, he wouldn't move. So they came up and they got me, and I says, I'll get him out of there. So I went down and I told him, I says, there's only one person that is allowed in that seat, and it's Lyle Devore. I was at Charlotte working and for the World Finals, and I knew something wasn't right. And then when I came home and then I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, that was probably the biggest thing that really has ever gotten to me.
You hear cancer, you don't know what that consists of. So it's shocking, and it's a big blow to what we do. Like, all of this we've worked really hard for, so that's a big blow to take when you've accomplished all this and then you hit such a roadblock. This is hard.
I don't know how to rationalize what Lyle's going through. I don't know how he does it.
I would trade everything to feel the way I used to feel for one day. People don't understand, when you got your health, you've got everything. And without your health, everything is second fiddle. I gotta deal with what I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna fight with what I gotta fight with, and gotta take the bull by the horns, and I'm gonna deal with the bullshit, and the bullshit ain't gonna stop at the racetrack. But there's two alternatives. You either fight or you give up. And the Devore has never given up.
He has scheduled his chemo for Monday mornings to give him the most time to come back and recover and get as close to feeling good as he can before Friday night.
Every racetrack's different. The number of variables that you got to deal with: sun, wind, humidity, dew points. Believe it or not, the water and the way the water is composed. Rainwater is different than pond water. So everything, there's variables that all influence doing it. I really love the challenge. To me, when you can hit the track good and you have really good racing, man, there's no better feeling. It's you against Mother Nature, per se. When I'm out there, I'm by myself, there's no phones ringing. It's something that kind of just eases your mind and lets you focus and think about some other things.
I think if you don't have, and he's said it himself, a reason to get up every day and have a major thing that you really love to do, that makes an impact on your health. If you don't have that, you're really done.
It's his own playground. He's very particular about the track. That is his passion, and I think he is probably happiest when he's in his equipment alone and he can do what he wants to do.
This keeps him going. This is why he's still standing, I think, after 25 rounds of chemo.
He was named the Regional Promoter of the Year a couple of consecutive seasons, a couple of years, and I'm not going to say it really ate at him. That's as far as it went. He was in the voting for the national, but he wanted it, and he wanted it bad. It was a goal. He came right out and said it's been on his bucket list. He wanted to be the Promoter of the Year. What it would mean for Lyle Devore, I can tell you what it would mean. It was an ultimate goal of his.
Even since his diagnosis, I haven't seen him slow down once. He's always been out there in that grader, packing the water. He's always, reaching out to me, asking me if I need anything, just seeing what was going on. He's been great.
With Lyle not feeling 100%, it's a true testament to his love for racing and his dedication for racing. So he's here each and every week, giving it his all. You never know that he's going through all the things that he's going through. So, my hat's off to him. He's one of my heroes.
Albany Saratoga has been kind of like a second home for me racing-wise, and obviously Lyle's passion leads through into how this place is successful. So I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to race up here.
This year's recipient works harder in a day than most people work in a week. For the 47th Annual Auto Racing Promoter of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, who do we welcome? Lyle Devore.
He wrote me off this whole list of goals that he had for his life. And one of the last ones was Promoter of the Year. And that was just an ultimate goal for him. That was like the last goal. And he told me after that, his only goal left was to make me as successful as possible.
I just think he's an amazing human. I mean, he's an amazing parent to Mia.
For a little racetrack in upstate New York, to be able to win that, it's my lifetime goal.
We had an officials meeting a couple weeks ago, the preseason meeting, and he was quick to say, we all won this award. He said, I didn't win this award. We all know he's the one that won the award. We're there for support. Our promoter, Lyle Devore, won the National Promoter of the Year. That's national, that's the entire United States. He's pretty proud of it, and we're pretty proud of him. Congratulations, buddy. Good job done.
Thank you.
We're proud of you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. How you guys doing? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you. All right, we got to get this thing rocking. Pleasure meeting you guys. Go have some fun down there. When people think of Lyle Devore, I want them to realize that I'm a hard-working guy, treat everybody fair, karma's a bitch, and racing is #1 in his life. Always was and always has been and always will.